back to the channel. Today I kind of wanted to share some of my trail camera tactics. I'm on a private farm in Michigan here, and I just kind of want to explain my setups and why they work. And this farm does kind of set up weird. Over this way we've got about 70 acres of agriculture field and then a 30-acre pocket of timber here. So the first camera that I want to explain to you is basically watching this opening right over my shoulder here. Had cut down and a strip of trees here. So what we're doing is that there's an opening right here that goes from bedding to bedding. Now this would probably be more active in the fall. However, it's nice to keep a good eye on everything that's going on out in the summer still too. It's a little bit slower right now, but change the basically to apply this to your own place. So they're going to come down trees and such, big brush down through really, this right here. You can see a pretty beat trail, but they're going to avoid this down tree and thickness over there. Bedding areas over my shoulder up here, our sanctuary areas right over here. So this is a really good travel corridor for rutting bucks and bucks going between bedding areas, maybe even from the food up there to down here. My next spot we have out here is in some rye coming up nicely. We planted this about probably 2 weeks ago now. So the thing is that with the camera, right now it's over there, and it's showing this movement, but we have the next funnel I'm going to show you over there, the funnel over there. This stuff kind of comes together right in here. Right now we have it kind of set up to watch what's moving on the main trail, which, because during the summer, I mean, with the groups and with the food cover pattern, you don't see a lot of deviation from like the main trails and everything. So we'll probably end up moving this camera here to start watching the deer actually eating, see what's going on in here. We're going to bring some lime out here about next week, and we should really start seeing the plot take off at that point. So we're here at my next spot, and this is one of the most tried and true places that I have on the farm. I missed a buck out of here last year, about 150 inches. I killed Mordecai, a patternable buck out here opening morning, just because it's so easy to pattern this area because of this one thing out here. So up over my shoulder here is the neighbors, and they actually have an apple orchard, but the thing is that they have a 10-foot high fence around the whole thing. The corner of the fence is right over here. So what this allows is this corner of the fence brings room between bedding area up over the hill right here and this open hardwoods for the habitat change right there into our big ag fields, right? So basically almost anything coming from this direction comes right around here because of this corner in the fence. Now on state land or anything like that, you might not have the same habitat feature as just this tall, big ass fence, right? But the thing is here is that, you know, in the central areas, mountainous cliffs can be doing something very similar to this. Clear cuts can be doing something very similar to this. Just where this movement is so stinking defined through here. Now right down here we actually added even a water hole. We got 2 bow stands in this spot just to hunt it on any wind. In the mornings this is just an insane spot because these deer are coming in off of the ag fields back to bed up on the hill over there. There's some CRP grasses back behind the orchard over there. And it's a really tried and true spot here, but with this water hole it's just it's a deviation. You know, we're giving them a resource where they just stop, even for 5 seconds. You know, during the rut, mid-morning, they've been chasing all day, they're going to come up over here and then take a sip at 10 in the morning. We can still sit and see some really good movement all morning long. Now this is the next spot I'd like to point out. I have a camera on the exact same tree that the video camera is on. But this trail here is tilled for our use, right, with getting in. We're only about 80 yards away from that fence corner camera. But what the thing is that these deer, they like to use this tilled road just as much because it very intentionally keeps us quiet. We're spreading less scent coming through here, and we use these roads, but we just got to make sure we spray down super good every time. But over my shoulder here we have a bedding area, There's actually a deer out there. I wonder if we can see that. Can we see it? I'm not sure. Anyway, so there's your proof that it's a bedding area. But anyway, you know, ag field's right up there, and that fence is still here. So they're gonna be walking this anyway. They like to walk this tilled road a lot. We got pictures of the buck that I missed last year here a lot. Unfortunately, he ended up dying, but yeah, there's just a lot kind of going on along this fence row right here, and using this fence is probably like the best movement defier that you can find, even if it's just a 10-foot cliff or something like that. If you're in the central areas or out on state land, anything like this just works just to funnel deer at one very specific spot.